Okay, everybody, numismatic stacker. I got this new thing here. Oh my gosh, it's so big. Well, this was donated to one of my buddies. He gave this to me. I put my gold in here now. Yeah. And it's yellow too. Oh yeah, here's all my gold. Yeah. Let's take it out because I want to look at it all. That's it. Very, very nice to have. Fits right in the safe. All right. Okay. What do we got now? A lot has changed. A lot has changed for sure. And, you know, when it comes to precious metals, I'm thinking, you know, gold's a fantastic investment. I think it's probably one of the best ones out there. Oh, man. I bought these from my wholesaler. Less than $3.90 a piece on these things. Hey, what's that one on the top? Is that another one? I think there's something smaller on top here. I added something, didn't I? What is that? Oh, look at that. There's a panda in there. I forgot about that. Crazy. So these are Dutch guldens. Okay. I used to have about 23 of them, but I have about 21 of them left. Oh, yeah. That's pretty. That's not a. That's a different one. Jeez, I shoved another coin in there. Holy cows, man. I'm just bursting at the seam with gold. Oh, look at that. That's really cool. This is a 1985. That's really cool. Let's zoom in a little bit more. That's neat. None of this is for sale, guys. None of this is for sale. Look at all the gold I have. I mean, look at that. God, I love looking at that. That's crazy. So we added this to the stack thanks to my pal, Simon Van Quig. Check him out. He's got a fantastic channel. He's growing them by leaps and bounds, like I always say. But he had this beautiful piece. I mean, that's gorgeous. 1900. $5 gold coin. Paid just slightly over melt. But now, gold went up like $361 in a week since I purchased that. That's insane. Look at that. We got another 10th ounce right there. That's insane. That's just crazy stuff. Look at this stuff. So, okay, I bought this from Empire Precious Metals. Remember him? Yeah, so I bought this a long time ago. So that thing's probably 2.5 times its value by holding that. That's heavy. That's crazy. Wow. And I got a bunch of little grams. So what is this one? This one is over a gram, isn't it? 10th ounce. 10th ounce. That's awesome. I love these things. You can just handle them. Who cares? It's just gold. I love that stuff. Oh, look at this. $275 I paid for that. 2.5 grams. Yeah, that's crazy. Maybe. Yeah. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good price. Even today. I mean, I believe that's below melt. I think this is slightly a recent purchase, I'd say. 2 months ago, maybe. Crazy. Oh, yeah. I love this. This is crazy. Paid $12.70. I think melts around $1,800 on these things. Yeah, it's just a circulated $10 gold coin. Last one I have. Not selling anymore. Oh, love the 10th ounces. We keep adding those up. So what I want to do every month is I want to buy at least one 10th ounce. So I want to get about 12 a year and keep on doing that for 7 years or so. And I want to try and get to 25 ounces of gold in 6 or 7 years, which I think will happen. This is a 1/20th. Still cool. I mean, these have insane premiums on them. Another 10th ounce gold eagle. Crazy. And we got ourselves a gold buffalo. I remember previously I said this thing was worth $3,900. Now it's like, you know, $4,361. That's your melt on that thing. But you get a really good buyback, about 5%. I know it's a little bit better than gold, or than silver is right now, currently, with what's going on in the world with the refineries and stuff like that. But gold, man, it just keeps on climbing. You guys worried about the economy with the price of gold going up? The value of the dollar? What are you thinking? Look at this. 10th ounce, 3.25. Jeez, you can't even get these for that. You can't even get these. Melt right now is $436 currently right now just for a 10th ounce of gold. Crazy. I'm pretty sure the premiums on these things are, I'd say 4.25 or higher. That's a fact. That's crazy. This thing's probably around 4,200 right now. Really close, 4,200, because you know it's constitutional gold. But man, I just had to have one. You know, I felt bad when I sold my other ones. I made buco bucks on it, but you know, when I bought a bunch of them for $1,300 a piece, I doubled my money. But man, you know, that's what happens when you're a coin dealer. You have it, you liquidate it, you just change your mind and you want to buy more back. You know, a lot of self cherry pick stuff. Another 10th ounce, another 10th ounce. I love them. They're very, very liquid. I got a whole bunch of them. Oh my gosh. I bet you I have over a dozen of these things, even if not more. Yes, I still love the gold buffaloes. Fantastic pieces, yes. Oh yeah. My only 1 ounce. Gosh, that's heavy. That's crazy. Gold. American Gold Eagle. Love those. So I only got one. Those always eluded me. This is beautiful. I think I got this for like $287. Crazy. And I basically have bought a coin for $140 and I was trying to sell it for about that price. And it's just capital in my pocket. It's equity. Look at this crazy stuff. Proof Libertads. Gold. Massive premium on these things. They're not that cheap anymore. Look at that. Another 10th ounce gold leaf or breakables. Very cool. Very cool. Just got them everywhere. There's another one. Oh my gosh. You can imagine how much wealth you can just shove in a box. It's crazy. What does this one say? 1 gram? 5 grams? That's a 5 gram. Oh my gosh, dude. That's got to be over $600 or something. Probably close to $650. I don't know. I'm just... Holy cows. I mean, the weight on this thing's really cool to have it in your hand. Tangible things in your hand. This is foreign, I believe. Oh, yeah, Mexico. And this one's United States. 1912. $2.50 gold Indian. Another 10th ounce. I told you I got a whole bunch of them. This is a British sovereign. Yes, I love these things. My only one. Used to have a bunch more. I was buying them on AppMax for like $431, and now, geez, they're probably dang near $1,000 for those things. And this is a $2.50 gold coin, 1902 AU XF45, somewhere like that. Not graded. Look at all that gold. Look at all that gold. Look at that gold. Oh my gosh, it just blows my mind, dude. Oh, I love this thing. Jamestown. About the size of a quarter. That's really neat. Very, very happy to have that. So we're gonna open up this. These are all my new gold that I got. I just can't believe this. So the value is north of $70,000 right now. Can you believe that? 70 grand for all this gold. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm happy as a clam. I still got gold at the bottom. Holy cows, man. I love gold. Oh my gosh, look at me. Numismatic stackers becoming the gold stacker king, dude. Look at this. Oh, I know people that have over 100 ounces. Yes. Look at that. Another 10th ounce. And then we got some proofs. That was a smoking hot deal. I mean, the comps on these things are about $100 more than melt. Like, I've been seeing them for $535. At the time. You know, gold went up $361 since I purchased these. So they've gone probably another $35 since then. So, I mean, 10th ounce, you know, it's crazy. I'd say $565 is pretty much market value on these things right now. And they're signed and they're proof 70s. If you see it right there, proof 70 deep cams. I got these things for $15 over melt. I just can't believe it. They were just giving this stuff away. I know gold's expensive, but there's hardly any premiums right now. So now let's talk about what we think is going to happen with metals. Do we think they're going to keep on going up? Or do you think there's going to be a massive correction? Well, I'll have to wait and see. I mean, there's a lot of things that are supporting gold. And silver does get smacked down a lot. As you know, it smacked down $3.50 in one day. Gold lost about $100. I was kind of disappointed about that. I'm sure everybody's disappointed, but you got to understand the markets have been pumping so fast. There has to be a correction. Now today is kind of another one of those days where it's starting to pump up again, and gold's at an all-time high. Silver's all-time high was last Friday at 54.46 or something like that. Silver right now is like 52.40, somewhere in that range. It's still $2 below that, so it's got some room. It's got some room, definitely. But what do you think you get offered the best deal for? A Morgan dollar or a bullion round that is silver? You're gonna get probably a little bit more for the Morgan dollar. That's just my opinion. Bullion, it depends on all that refinery news. You know, if they're catching up with that, you have to go with the futures market that they're going off of, and that's basically your real price for silver. So wherever the spot is at, you got to subtract about $1.30, and that's probably where you're really at. Then they, work their margins from there. But I feel like gold just has a higher resale value if you were to sell to a dealer or if you needed to liquidate some of it. And the other thing is why I buy a lot of fractionals, because what can happen someday? Like, say gold hits 11,000 an ounce. Let's not even say that it's going to. I don't want to hear it in the comments below, but just say someday in the future, gold's at $11,000 an ounce, and say you wanted to sell a 1 ounce coin. Well, now you got to report that to the IRS, right? Because anything over $10,000, you need to report that to the IRS, and there'll be a capital gains tax applied to your profits. That stinks. So that's why I have a lot of fractionals here. So if gold goes up a lot, you can still sell that for cash, and you're not going to be up at that price point where you need to report earnings from the IRS or capital gains tax from the IRS. And this one's really close. And this is why I stack a lot of fractionals, because look at this stuff. I mean, these are about $800, probably $900 a piece or something like that right now. I can't believe it. That's insane. But gold's a great store of value. You can put a lot in a tiny space like this versus having silver. You'll have a ton of silver, like 83 times more weight than what's right here to equivalate the same value. But you're going to get bit a little bit with the silver because there's so many people that are dumping the silver right now, and that's messing up the market right now. And how many people or how many refineries are just backed up, honestly. And it's happening because people are just pulling it and they're selling it and they're making a profit. It's understandable. We're all human. The price is really high right now, and that's what's on people's minds right now. But there's also a lot of people out there that think, this is just the beginning and silver's got a lot more room to grow. And that is a good possibility too, to think. And I stack for longevity. This stuff's never going to be for sale. I want to get more over time. And I think a goal of getting just a 1/10 ounce, like right here, once per month. It's not too expensive, but it's getting to that point where you're paying $425 to $435 for one of these things. It's getting up there. But I like to sell some, lesser valued numismatics here and there just to get a couple dollars back, and then I trade in with some cash and just get a coin. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. So let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about gold? Do you prefer gold over silver, or do you prefer silver over gold? Let me know in the comments below. I'd like to hear your thoughts, and I'll click that like button. I really appreciate that, and I'll see you on the next video. Have a fantastic day.